Hello and welcome to the Marbleous Universe. We are at Eagle Heights for the third qualifier of the Marbleous Core League 2020. First up we have the block push. Here is the order for you today. Lemon Sherbets will start us off, followed by Streakers. Lemon Sherbets coming first. Our first team, they only lose one marble this time, but it seems to be a good push from them. We see the slow-mo there, and it's a 79.3, not too bad. It would have placed them pretty well in the last qualifier. Streakers are coming up next. Doesn't look to be as good. They did lose a marble. That seems to be the standard. We'll see it. It might be close to Lemon Sherbets. 65.6. I stand corrected. They were a fair bit off the first standard set by Lemon Sherbets. We now have Abyssals. Big one by Abyssals there. That was a good push from them. It looks to be about similar to Streakers. I would say about the 70 mark. 72.1. Not too bad. Next up is the Raspberry Rascals. Keeping all four in with a good solid push there. They kept the speed going for quite a bit and had a nice little push from their last marble. 73.3 puts them into about second place so far. Next up is Emerald Eagles, the current favourites of the overall league, but it looks to be really poor push from them. See that block lifting at the start there, which slowed them down significantly and only gets them a 53.6. Now Sky Speeders, our third to last team. An average push from them, losing one marble in the process. Nothing special. The block was bouncing around a lot in the track, and it slowed them down into a 63.9. Team Atlantis, our penultimate team, keeping all four in, but it doesn't look to be very far. They came out with a lot of speed there, but they just couldn't keep it going as they bumped around the rails for a 49.8, possibly our worst yet. And finally we have Intergalactics, with a nice big push there. The last two marbles coming in from behind, as all of them do, but they were coming back a little bit after the other two, pushing them to a 66.2. Not too bad. Here we see the results. Lemon Sherbets take the win with Rascals in second. Team Atlantis at the bottom. So there we go. Abyssals are now on 13 points overall with Lemon Sherbets on 11. Only one qualifier to go. Now we have the balancing. Streakers, Emerald Eagles, Intergalactics, Lemon Sherbets are our first four to go. Streakers are coming down first, separated, a little bit of bumping there, but it looks to be a pretty good score. Again, they're coming through to make it through to the end. That's pretty good from them, a 28, a very good score there. A 6 and a 2, letting them down a little bit. Emerald Eagles, our second team, all bunched up quite nicely there. This was a very good score. 2 to the very end and 2 into the 5s. That's going to be a 30. And we do have apologies for the over-enthusiastic filming from our cameraman, as you can see, the tripods. The Intergalactics now, first two racing ahead there, flying ahead, and then they, again, 2 into the last one. This seems to be a really good day for balancing. 2 into the final one, and they take the lead on 31. 3 amazing balances to get us started. Lemon Sherbets, will they match this? They will not. They have decided that they do not want to take part in the top 3's endeavours, and will settle for provisional last. 11 points, not too great from them. Team Atlantis all bunched up together, coming down at speed. 1 down to the very end, 1 into the 7. It's not a great run, but it will not put them in last either. About 22. There we go, 22 for Team Atlantis. 1 getting through to the very end, but that seems to be really common. Sky Speeders, 2 at the front. 1 drops out into 2, then 4, then 6, then 7. A bang average results, it seems. Nothing special. 19. It's not abysmal, but it's not the best. Raspberry Rascals, 3 going in the front, and it didn't seem to be the last marble that got all the way through to the end there. We'll have to recheck. No, their last marble fell early. If it had carried on like the rest of them do, they would have had a very good score there, but they only managed to pull a 19. Abyssals, very spread out here, and it doesn't work for them at all. Everyone falling off at 5 or earlier will not do them any favours, and they are joint last with only 11. I thought that wouldn't be beaten in a sense. Intergalactics 31, Emerald Eagles on 13, Streaks on 28, our first 3. Intergalactics with a perfect run so far, winning both events, and Emerald Eagles on 14 points behind them. We now have a quick break to tell you a little bit about the Marbleous Universe. This is the map of the known Marbleous Universe. As you can see, in the centre is Marble City, the capital, and also where the final to the Marbleous Core League is to be held. We have our 8 fantastic teams surrounding Marble City and the other neutral stadiums such as Rolling Meadows. As we keep saying, there is a lot planned for the Marbleous Universe, and the map has room for expansion. Now back to the marble sports. And now we have the slalom, the Twisty Event. Team Atlantis will go out first for us, followed by the Streakers. We'll see what they can do here. Team Atlantis off, here they go, nicely bunched up. The two at the start, not getting as fast as they should be, but they're all bunched up nicely with no stragglers behind. We'll see how this does for their time. See a couple of the refs there getting knocked a bit off balance. And we see two lots of 2 there for a 6.5. It's not bad. We'll see how the others respond to that. Streakers being the first to do so. The first 3 streaming ahead, the last one struggling to keep up here. This could negatively affect their time, but it looks like he managed to catch up, but it might not be good enough to overtake Team Atlantis. We'll check the slow-mos here. Very nice from them, taking that long echelons very nicely. 6.6. Very good from them. Sky Speeders now. 2 and 2. A nice formation for them. The first 2 streaming through, the last 2 pulling it through, and it doesn't look to be a great time. Everyone on a very averagely slow pace instead of some quicker ones and some slower ones. Sky Speeders on 6.814. Emerald Eagles now. Emerald Eagles set off nicely. Going down fairly quick. The last one struggling to keep up. The first one streaming ahead here, and they managed to bunch up at the end very nicely, actually. Very nicely indeed. Setting off nice at the start there, all going down very smoothly. Then in these long curves, that last one gets to catch up a little bit for a 6.145, a very good time. Puts them into first place. Raspberry Rascals coming now. They could be the only others who would be favourites to win this event. And it looks to be a very good time from them, streaming all the way through. Very, very nice. So we see the very start there. And then in the middle, all a little bit spaced apart, but at the end on these tiny twists, they all quickly go through. And they beat Emerald Eagles by 0.02 of a second. 6.143. Intergalactics, how will they respond to these 2 amazing runs? They will respond by putting 3 through quick and then 1 through in a very slow time there. Not the ideal response that you would want, but it's what we've got. You see there the first 3 streaming through, and the last one lagging behind for a 6.3. It's not terrible, but given the standards we've seen today, it's not the best. Lemon Sherbets are coming through, very spaced out. The tactics here are horribly wrong. You see the start, and here is the end. Just the first one streaming ahead, not giving any care for anyone behind. 6.355, an oddly good time for such a bad run. Abyssals now, the last team in the slalom, bouncing around off each other. Oh, this isn't a good run for them. It doesn't look to be anyway. We'll see what they get. Here we see the bouncing in the middle. The first 2 having a bit of ruckus, and the second one bouncing back into the third. But for a 6.187, that's pretty amazing. We see the results here for the slalom. Abyssals took 3rd there, but the Emerald Eagles are now overall on top with just 1 qualifier to go. And now we have the sprint, our final event. In Heat 1 we have Lemon Sherbets, Intergalactic, Sky Speeders and Streakers. Sky Speeders and Intergalactics up to a good start. Sky Speeders going to take the win, and it looks like Streakers may have caught up Intergalactics there, but Lemon Sherbets were nowhere to be seen. Here we see the good start from Intergalactics. Very good from them, trying to hold on, but then the Sky Speeders fly through, as do the Streakers, who take 2nd place, just sneaking under that 5-second mark. Intergalactics bang on 5. Heat 2, we've got Abyssals, Rascals, Eagles and Team Atlantis. Eagles have got the good start here, but Rascals are struggling to keep up. Eagles will take the win. Rascals will take 2nd. A reverse in what I remember from the first qualifier. Eagles here with a very, very good run, leading from start to finish. Rascals doing all they can to hold on in a very good time, admittedly 4.794. Eagles, then Speeders, then Rascals take the top 3 in this qualifier, but overall we have Eagles, Rascals and Speeders again. I hope you've enjoyed Qualifier 3 of the Marbleous Core League. The competition is heating up. We will be back on Saturday the 10th of October for the next qualifier at Streaker Central. If you like what you see and would like to see more, please subscribe, like and share the video with your family and friends. Remember to follow our socials in the description. Thank you and goodbye.